Hi,
Hi, how are you, Ishaan?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing, Sonia?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us. So I'm going to get right to it. I watched A Suitable Boy, and I'm in awe. You know, the way you romanced Tabu, the age difference. I was actually rooting for you guys, even though
Thank
there was
you.
an age difference. It was just so natural. Talk to me about that.
It was important for it to feel that way and for it not to um, feel awkward in any way. And I think that comes from the fact that it's just such a beautifully written story between the two of them.
I'm so much older than you.
You are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
They feel like they are meant to be together in a way, and that there is a legitimate reason for them to be attracted to each other and be together. So it was important for it to feel that way, and I'm glad that it has translated well and people are liking it for sure.
Yeah, did you have any challenges considering, it's Tabu and, the age difference? Just wasn't it awkward for you?
No, it actually, I'm glad to say that it wasn't. And I think that's largely credited to the fact that she's such an incredible actress and she's so, distinguished and experienced. But at the same time, she has an ease to her that it translates in most of her performances.
लेकिन उस दाग का क्या जो आपने इस दिल पे लगाए?
चलिए, आज से आप हमारे दाग साहब.
She's a hoot, really. Tabu is just, she's great fun. She's very mischievous, and I think that allowed me to sort of, be more at ease with her, and we were quite comfortable with each other, and we hit it off uh, pretty early in the readings, I would say, and yeah. So then it was just fun to sort of feed off of each other and create this and I would, like I said, largely credit it to her.
But you know what? You're saying that she's a senior actress, but you are up to par, so commend you
Thank
for
you.
that, for sure. Just
you.
talk to me about Maan overall, your character. There were so many sides to you. You're the loyal friend. You're someone who kind of stood up for what you believed in, and you didn't care, honestly, what anyone thought.
That's true. Yeah. Maan is a character that is sort of on his own rhythm. He's sort of a non-conformist, and he's just following his own truth. And he's this mercurial character because he just goes in every direction. He has so many shades to him, and he's also very unpredictable, and that largely attracted me to that character.
Your sister, my brother. Just look at my father glaring at me. I'm supposed to be next. I'm engaged to a girl from Banaras. But I try not to think about it.
How are you like Maan? Are there any parts of you that you're like, oh, that's kind of like me?
I think there is a certain, like I said, the mercurial. Well, I don't want to say that about myself, but he just has just different shades to him, And there is one side that is childlike, and there is a purity to his love. He loves with abandon. He is able to empathize with many people in the show, and yet he falls prey to his silly childish instincts.
We find you a nice suitable girl from a good family. Have you no shame at all?
Hopefully on a slightly less intense level. Like I feel like I am instinctive as well, and and I think I can be a little childlike sometimes. So maybe
I feel like you have a mischievous side to you.
Yes.
So, Ishaan, talk to me about some of the challenges that you face and how was it working in a project as this, as opposed to the ones you've done in the past, which were big feature films.
It was definitely a first in terms of it's the format of it. It's the first series that I worked on, the first ensemble piece that I worked on. So many characters and 2 working units almost on any given day. A lot of work getting done. So it was, it was definitely, it was chaotic, and this schedule in particular was tough, and also because it's this big ensemble piece. But otherwise, it was a wonderful experience because there were such, distinguished people working. There was Declan Quinn shooting it. We had Stephanie doing the production design, and wonderful actors, of course. The music was amazing. Kavita Seth, who's one of my favorite singers, she was singing for all the ghazals in the show. So that was delightful to be a part of, just to shoot those scenes. It made my job that much easier because falling in love was very easy to that soundtrack.
कहिए 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 मुझे बुरा कहिए ना रवा कहिए ना सजा कहिए.
What was really fun was it was like a workshop, it almost felt like, because even if some of the actors didn't have scenes with each other, we'd always be like, oh, you had that scene today, and what was that like, and how did it go? So there was like a regrouping after every day of shoot with all the actors, and it felt like almost like an actors workshop, because there were so many actors. Some of us knew each other, some of us didn't, and it was wonderful. There was a lot to learn from each other. So that was great.
Thank you so much, and best of luck with the series, and looking forward to more of your work.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. I hope I have some for you out there soon.
Yes, for sure. Definitely we look forward to that.